Good evening, welcome to your fiscal court. It's Tuesday, December the 1st, 6 p.m. And as always, I'm going to introduce our pastor who's going to say a prayer and lead us in the pledge to the United States flag. And before I do that, let's all remember Larry Hatfield in our prayers and our thoughts due to the loss of his son. And no one wants to have to go through that in this life on this earth. So, Brother Nate, will you lead us in a prayer, please, and then lead us in the United States pledge, the pledge to the U.S. flag.
In the book of Hebrews, chapter 14, starting in verse 15, we read, "For we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way just as we are, yet he did not sin. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." Let's pray. Father, in moments like this, I pray that we would fall before your throne in obedience, knowing that we've been created in your image to reflect your glory. I plead with you that through your Spirit, these men and women would, more than anything, be faithful to you and to your word, even when it is not popular. I pray that you would give them wisdom and insight and compassion. Pray for those who have experienced great loss recently, that you would comfort them. I thank you for the example that you give us in Christ and for the hope that we have because of the cross. In Jesus' name, amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you again, Brother Nate. Thank you for your father's heart of unity. What you hear is a good sound. That's the sound of a test. A test of the tornado drill. Tornado sound. We can hear it. We don't want to have to hear it, but if we need to hear it, we can hear it. Number 4 on the agenda, Treasurer's Transfer Report. Ms. Shire? Thank you, Ms. Shire. Number 5, presentation and approval of all bills.
I've got a couple questions on this.
Well, we have a motion. So can we go ahead and get a second and then go into questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you want to make a second?
No.
No. Somebody else want to make a second? Okay. Now, we did finish right
First one on the list is a road reader bill for $4,275. Didn't we just okay $700 for that? Well, we did. I guess we want to answer that question. When we took the bids, we authorized $700 for road reader. Why are we paying them $42?
What department is that?
The jail.
They was back from, but I thought they contacted you back. I wasn't in that deal with Rover at all, other than them coming there. But then they had to come back and, they came back and repaired. So that was okay for them to go ahead and do the repair. The $700 was for them just to come in and do the estimate on it.
Yes, ma'am.
The other was for them to come back in and dig up, bust up the concrete, and do that repair.
Well, it doesn't say the separate on this.
Doesn't say it's separate on there.
Right.
But the one that had done a while back, the $700 one had,
Right, we never got a bill for that, though. This is just
Well,
now.
that one had been done a while back. This one here was when they came in to bust up the concrete to repair the job. That was the whole repair of the job. Remember the discussion we had here in fiscal court? And you all said it would, well, one of them, I don't know who said it would take about 45 minutes or one day. And I said it would take longer than that to get that done, which it did. And we had to bust it up.
We didn't have to get bids for busting it up?
That was what the bids were. And y'all went with Rollo Rooter.
For $700. That was for, we never got bids for the 3 tearing it up.
Yes, there was some bids coming in for
I
that.
never got them.
And they called you to tell you that they were down there to do it.
No, they didn't, man.
Well, Mr. Kate spoke with you.
When we come up here, you said, when you stand at the podium, you said, now they've got to tear it all up. I said, you probably so, we need to get bids on them.
Okay, well, I'll bring the bids back. I know I have them in my office, and I know that we emailed them to you all. I know that those come through. And I know that we had this discussion on who to go with.
I never seen them bids. Apologize, but
I never, I don't, mainly that came with you all. You all the one told me who to get. You all the one that I brought all the info back to. I only went with y'all's direction of which one to go with. And maybe with you, Mr. Rachel.
you didn't ask the court that. We never seen, did you see any bids on the demolition of the concrete?
Can I say something?
Yes.
October 6th, it was voted on to accept the bid. I don't have a copy of the bids, I don't know what amount it was, but it was voted to accept the bid from Rutherford for United States repairs. Which, and in the discussion, Jay Lamont stated that they would not have to jack in with the concrete. And that was October 6th.
We had that discussion, yes, we did.
And let me say too, we don't have to take bids for less than $20,000.
Quotes.
Quotes. Yes. But the administrative code says that she has to get quotes, and if that doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be approved, those quotes don't have to be approved in fiscal court. She just has to obtain 3 quotes.
Okay. So is that $700 in
The
this?
$700 was to do the camera down to scope to see what the problem was,
Yes,
okay? Once they done that, because they were the lower one,
right.
remember we had 2 other people to come in and did a bid on that. Walter Ruger was the one that was lower,
Right.
okay? They were the one that came in and ran the camera in to try to figure out where the problem was. At that time, I told you all, we believed it was in the booking area. We went through all the protocol as far as I told you all about busting up the concrete, how we were gonna get it back in there. The whole 9 yards, we discussed this. And
Do y'all remember seeing bids on demolition of the concrete? Am I just? Yes, no,
there
no?
was a quote.
Quotes, excuse me, did y'all remember seeing 3 quotes or nothing?
I remember seeing them, I don't remember what the figures were.
And we had this discussion. I told you all about, what they were gonna tear up and everything.
I remember getting emails on it.
Was this complete job and everything on, did they fix everything on the
As best of knowledge, yes. For right now, it was a complete job. Because we had this whole discussion on how long it was gonna take. And I don't know which one said or who said, was 45 minutes, and I said, our one shift or 1 to 8 hours or something, I don't know. And I said it was gonna take longer than that, which it did. Because they had to replace the concrete after they busted it up.
What I would like to see on this is a separate. One for the $700 and then one to separate it, so we can see the difference in price. Can we do that?
What do you mean, an entry on the open invoice report, or you would be able to see that on the actual invoice if it was broken up that way?
Right.
But that's not the way it would be entered on our open invoice report. Do you want to see the bill?
Yes. I got that done. Thank you.
Any other questions concerning the bills?
Yeah, I got a couple. What was the electric static pain for 2020 $2,600. Do you know him?
That's probably the outside
It
bills.
was
The rail?
around.
And then 34,000 to Hornback Construction.
Bridge,
The box.
Oh, the bridge down there? Okay.
About,
That's all I got. I'm just trying to figure out what all these were for.
Any other questions or discussion on this motion? Hearing none, Ms. Williams, you may call the roll.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yeah.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Rahner?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Number 6, approval of the minutes from November the 17th. Action is requested.
Bunch of numbers on a piece of paper.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for November 17th.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Ms. Williams, you may call the roll.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Rahner?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Director Phillips, your departmental report. Good evening.
Evening, ma'am. Place before you, my monthly departmental report. The only report that I'm going to do this evening is the 911 Center report. The EMS report will be mailed to you all in your packets for my rate increase proposal for presentation at the next meeting, or if the judge wants me to hold off till the first of the year. And then I will answer in that packet that I send out, Magistrate Lawson, all the questions about the Jewish runs, and finally decipher all that. And that will be included in my presentation and report. EMA, there's no money was brought in, no runs were made, and all we did was a bunch of paperwork. So there's no report for emergency management. Dispatch, there's 10,444 total phone calls into the center. 2,812 of those were emergency calls. Total CAD entries for the police departments were 2,858. It's broke down into each department. County Attorney Aldridge requested. Fire departments, there was 186 dispatch runs to the fire departments. There were 721 CAD entries for EMS. We brought in $23,045.27 off of the landline monthly fees off our surcharge. Total operating budget is at 36.1%. It's 3% over where I should be, and that is due to lightning strike at the Mount Elmira radio tower site. Was in the last budget. The work was not completed until this budget. They were not billed and paid out until October. We received reimbursement from CAECO for that work, and Canaan will be doing a budget amendment the first of the year so that we can balance the budget back out. Other than that, are there any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
You want me to do the holidays?
Whatever you want me to do.
That's going to be.
Second item that you should have received in your packets last week for your review and consideration was a hiring request for the EMS. The 5 full-time names that were submitted were to fill the 5 of the 7 full-time openings that we have. It's my recommendation that we hire Aaron Hornsby, Shelby Thomas, Angela Vandenboss, Megan Carvey is full-time EMT, starting salary at $12 an hour.
Based upon the recommendation of Director Phillips, I make a motion to hire those 5 individuals at $12 per hour. Where's that?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Ms. Williams, you may call the roll.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Redhook?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Motion carried.
The next individual is Angela Doyle. She'll be hired as an advanced EMT. Starting salary is $14 per hour, and her start date will be January 5th.
Based upon the recommendation of Director Phillips, I make a motion to hire this lady at $14 per hour.
What was her name?
Angela Doyle.
This is Angel.
I'm sorry. Angel, you're correct.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Ms. Williams, you may call the roll.
Mr. Redhook?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And finally, I'd like to recommend that we hire Sean Stewart and Kelly Troll as part-time paramedics, starting salary at $16.25 per hour.
Based upon the recommendation of Director Phillips, I make a motion to hire those two fellows at $16.25 per hour.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the motion? And Ms. Williams, you may call the roll.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Redhook?
Yes.
Motion carried.
That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Phillips. Assistant Director Everton, good evening. We're ready for you to come on up.
On the report that I gave you guys, I stated that we did get the bridge completed at Marysville. We extended it, and we braced it up where I don't think we're going to have any more issues there. We've also went ahead and cleaned it, and we get some dry, well, at least 40, 45 degrees, we get it dry, and we're going to put a coat stain on it to help keep it in good shape. Other than that, we've been spent most this month at the ballpark, working on with some issues with fencing, tree down, different things like that that we just cleaned up. We did mow Maryville again because of the leaves. And we'll continue working on trails and just brush and stuff around it.
Thank you.
Did you see it? I think it'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Look good.
Thank you, Mr. Everton, for your service, and Director Bozeman. Good evening, Director.
All of you should have a copy of my monthly report that was in that place earlier today. For the month of November, our claim reviews were up a bit over the previous couple of months. Even though the actual permits issued was down a little bit, but we've got quite a few projects that have come in. We've done plan review. Permits haven't actually been issued yet. They're waiting to get through the planning and zoning process before the permits are issued. The electrical inspections continue to run close to about 50% of our total inspections. And I went back over the last 3 years looking at our prime months of June, July, and August, and it consistently does run 45 to 55%. So we are going to really be in dire need to keep our electrical inspector staff at two inspectors to be able to cover tremendous amount of them. We also draw your attention, I met with the Department of Housing and they turned in Bullitt County's application to renew our expanded jurisdiction for an additional 3-year term. They will be sending their field operations manager probably before the end of the year, come down and take a look at our code enforcement processes, and then we in turn will make a recommendation back to the Commissioner of the Department of Housing to renew for an additional 3-year term. I'm not anticipating that there will be any action by the fiscal court in regards to that application, as all of the interlocal agreements with the 8 cities within Bullitt County, none of those have changed since they were all executed roughly 3 years ago. All of those are still in effect. We haven't had anything additional, so I'm not expecting any action by the fiscal court that the department would bring back to our attention and bring to you. That would be a surprise to me, in effect. As usual, I just don't want to sit and read the report to you. You can all read, but I will answer any questions if you have any.
Looks good. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Bozeman. And moving on to new business. We're not going to address number 1. We're going to move on to number 2 under new business. Action requested to allow EDA to obtain insurance through the county.
I'll put it forward, motion.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion, may I have a second? We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Motion?
They are paying for this except for the other budget.
And
Okay.
question is, the EDA, is it a department? I mean, does it have a budget, line item budget? Is it, you know, I know I've heard some stories about it, but, I mean, do they have a line item budget, or we just?
We do, we give them, we have a line item for economic development. They have their own money. We give them the money that it's $175,000 that we give them. Now, they raise their own money as well. They have other avenues to raise that. We don't control, we don't do their budget. We just give them an allotment to do economic development for the county.
So they're not like a regular?
Not really, not like they're different than the elected officials, but they're also different than the department heads. They don't answer to the $175,000 is not, one of the misnomers in that is that is not for John Snyder, that's for the entire department. And that includes their advertising, travel expenses, office, all the things that goes into that. And he has a separate budget that he does not answer. They basically work for the county, but he has a board of directors that is appointed by fiscal court. So, in a sense, you all have control over that, in that you all can say yes or no to the appointments that come out, but his board is who controls.
I didn't know how they work. Thank you, Keith.
Yes.
Motion and a second.
Any other questions or discussion on the motion? And Ms. Reed, may I call roll?
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Ray Hill?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Number 3, action and request on the 2016 holiday schedule.
Make a motion to accept the schedule, 2016 holiday schedule.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion?
What's the difference,
This is the
Dates, just dates.
any more days added?
Well, there was one, the presidential election, which we get every 4 years.
What I thought it was.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll call roll.
Mr. Lawson?
Yeah.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Ray Hill?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, number 4, Director Williams, you want to take care of number 4? And thank you for your letter of advocacy. So I'll let you take it on this one.
As the director of family control, I would like to make a recommendation to hire Tommy Sanders full-time at the rate of $11.25 an hour. He's been with us 8 months already, temporary, full-time. He's done a great job. I can't ask for no other employee that what he's done. I appreciate you all hiring him.
Based upon the recommendation of Director Williams, I make a motion to hire Tommy Samuels in a permanent full-time position at the rate of $11.25 per hour.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Reed, you may call the roll.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Ray Hill?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Director Williams. Number 5, I'll make a motion to appoint Brian Richardson as planning and zoning director. So you're second.
I'll second that.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Effective January 1st. Thanks, John. And Ms. Williams, you may call the roll.
Mr. Ray Hill?
No.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
No.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And Brian's out there in the audience, so Brian, we're looking forward to having you, or having you work in that position. And then Roanne, you'll be here for December 15th, right?
I'll be here till December 30th.
Well, Brown, you'll be here for the December 15th meeting.
Yes, yes, I will.
All right. Roanne's here with us tonight as the director, the current director.
And I want to thank you for, I think Brian will do a wonderful job for you all.
Thank you, Roanne. Looking forward to it, Brian.
Thank you.
You got the emergency services people hired. Okay, and number 7, due to Obamacare, action is requested on payroll software upgrade for employer reporting requirements to the IRS. Ms. Sharp, you want to talk about this? I heard about this at the conference.
Yes. It is a requirement by the IRS. We are, as an employer, more than 50 employees that we have. It's information regarding healthcare coverage that we do offer to full-time employees. It has not been mandated until now for the 2015 earning year. So that means 2016, as we are putting on our W-2s for 2015, you have to have these forms for each employee that's full-time. I contacted our software company that we also use as our accounting software and our payroll software. And they did tell me there is an upgrade that we could purchase in order for us to be able to do that in-house, which would be much cheaper than, I'm assuming, using a third party, because they would have to be provided all of our information. I currently do all the W-2s here as well. They informed me that eventually we're going to have to get the upgrade anyway within the next 12 to 18 months because the software that I use currently is soon not going to be supported by them, just due to advances in software. The proposal that Chad Glover gave me at Redley would change us over to what they call CenterPoint payroll. I do not have to have an additional seat, which means I would not have to have 2 users. I could only use it on one machine if I needed to. But it would always be safe to have it on 2 in case one breaks down. But the CenterPoint payroll software on one machine is $399, and then it's $100 for an additional machine. So the total upgrade would be $499, and we would receive the same service that we currently get through Redwing with all of our support, phone support that we get. Nothing would change. And we currently do, we pay an annual support fee for them. So nothing would change other than you're going to get the upgrade. They would remote in, they would do all of our upgrade online.
Are you comfortable with it?
Oh, I have no problem with Redwing software at all and their support.
Make a motion to accept the recommendation of the treasurer to purchase the software, Redwing software, for the price of $499.
My second, sir.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Ms. Lee, will you call the roll?
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Rizzo?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Everything signed up?
We must have to.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, bring it on.
This is from 10/1 to 10/31, is $12,373.22 on the receivables.
Thank you.
Also, on the same receivables, we had, and I had brought it, me and Rob looked over, I had signed up with a company called Pay My Jailer, which comes to our commissary, which will help us try to collect some of that. Or we will not have to wipe out the persons that completely, and when they come back in, we wasn't gonna be able to collect. Because once you wipe out someone's debt and send it to a collector, we wouldn't be able to collect from that person that repeats comes back in. So we dug around and through several meetings, we found one that it's called Pay My Jailer, and they will send the bills out to the people, 30 days after they are released from the facility. Then they will send another bill 30 days after that. And we've been doing it for 30 days at this point. And today it was right at $3,000 that we have collected. So that will be showing up on this receivable for next month. But, you know, it may not always be 3,000 every time, it may be more, but we're trying to make an attempt to collect from the old debts. Any questions?
No, I was gonna ask you Dave, about the concrete being torn, I guess we answered that.
Okay.
The 3 minutes, have they been set for everybody?
Yes, they have been
They have
there.
been set. I didn't see the bill, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So good, and then has the installation been started, or?
No, it has not been started yet. But I know they've been contacted, so yes, they're started.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Thank you, Mark.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Jalen Knox. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Are there further things that need to be discussed or action taken? Motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Do you second? Any questions? Discussion?
Yes.
Take